great day for a wedding, and all her folks were dressed in black. When she said, I do, I said, me too, with a shotgun pointed at my back. 'Cause I married the moonshiner's daughter. How could I go wrong? 'Cause the moonshiner's daughter cooks some corn and water. She makes me liquor all night long. Well, the preacher was as drunk as he could get, Lord. And her brothers and her dad were too, of course. Her mama whispered in my ear, she don't satisfy you, dear. Come on by and get you some of the source. 'Cause I married the moonshiner's daughter. How could I go wrong? 'Cause the moonshiner's daughter cooks some corn and water. She makes me liquor all night long. All night. All right. So how many of you folks have been to Nashville, Tennessee? How many? How many of you folks have ever been to Nottingham? How many of you folks have ever been to Glasgow? That's pretty impressive. Y'all are well-traveled for a UK audience. Most people I meet in the UK, they will have been to Australia and America, well, Florida and California and New York City maybe. They'll have been to India and Thailand and maybe Bangladesh, but they've never been to Aberdeen. Well, I'm from Nashville, Tennessee. I was born and raised there. The reason I'm telling you this now is because this next verse in the song talks about a place in Nashville, Tennessee. And you don't have to know about this to understand the song, but I think it helps. There's a street in Nashville, Tennessee called Dickerson Pike. Most cities in the world have a street like Dickerson Pike. When I was a kid in the 1970s, Dickerson Pike was the street where the truckers would make the dates with the ladies of the night on the CB radios. 4-chord. And they would then meet up with these ladies in the beer establishments down Dickerson Road. And then they would make their way down to the no-tell motels. 5-chord. There was a particular no-tell motel that had a sign in front of it that said, rooms for 3 hours, $17. Now, I asked my mother, I said, Mama, why would anybody want a motel room for just 3 hours? And she said, well, maybe they're just not really very tired. Now, that was in the 1970s. Dickerson Pike, like most of downtown Nashville, has now been gentrified. And they have torn down all those ugly, disgusting, horrible, wonderful, beautiful, lovely buildings. And in their place, they have built 5- and 6-story glass and brick Scandinavian apartment buildings that cost $300,000 an apartment. So the whole place looks like a suburb of Copenhagen now. If you go to Nashville, Tennessee now, and you go to Dickerson Pike, you're gonna wonder what that stupid tie-dye wearing hillbilly was talking about. I am not singing about the Dickerson Pike of today, people. I'm singing about the lost Dickerson Pike. I'm singing about the lost America. We went for a honeymoon down in Nashville, and we got a room out on Dickerson Pike. You know, the desk clerk asked me, he said, how old is she? I said, man, she's old enough to know what I like. 'Cause I married the moonshiner's daughter. How could I go wrong? 'Cause the moonshiner's daughter cooks some corn and water. She makes me liquor all night long. Lord said the moonshiner's daughter cooks some corn and water. She makes me liquor all night long.